Hey everyone, it's March 28th, and that means that if today is your birthday, you share it with Robert Shulman, a postal worker and serial killer who targeted prostitutes in New York in the early 1990s, claiming at least 5 victims. And that is him right up there. Born in 1954, Shulman and his 3 brothers were raised by a disinterested father and neglectful mother who would often sleep the day away and ignore her children. She desperately wanted a daughter and often dressed his brother Barry in girls' clothing and told people he was Robert's sister. Their father died in the late 60s, and when their mother attended a meeting of parents without partners shortly after his death, the boys wound up with a new stepdad just 5 days later. It's unknown how much this chaos at home affected the boys, but the result shows that it wasn't the optimal way to raise children. Shulman grew up to become a post office mail sorter who was dissatisfied with his life, and in his free time, he enjoyed the company of prostitutes. He would bring them back to his place to use drugs and have sex, but in 1991, he first killed a woman he brought home, beating her to death with a blunt instrument. It was later discovered that he used a hammer, a baseball bat, and a set of barbells to kill his victims. Shulman would also dismember the bodies to make them difficult to identify and dump their remains in garbage bins across the New York City area, removing their hands or arms and disposing of those body parts separately so they couldn't be fingerprinted. Over the next 5 years, Shulman killed at least 4 more victims, though it's possible there were many more, only being caught when a tattoo on one victim was identified and detectives were able to track down a witness who had seen his car in the area where she was picked up. When taken into custody, Shulman initially admitted to 3 murders and later confessed to 2 more. He claimed that he would smoke crack with his victims, black out, and then wake up to find them dead. His brother Barry helped dispose of the bodies, being sentenced to 2 years in prison for his involvement. Barry told the police, "My brother begged me to do it. What could I do? Anyone would do it for their brother." No. No, they wouldn't. Shulman was convicted and sentenced to death row in 1999, but later appeals led to his sentence being commuted to life in prison. He died in prison in 2006, just over 10 years after his arrest for murder. If this was your birthday, I hope you had a great day. If you know somebody whose birthday it is today, send them this video so they can find out all about their birthday twin. And to Robert Shulman, I have to say, happy birthday, you bastard.